Hey everybody, welcome back to my layout. It's been a while. This will be a layout update for March 2025. Not too much to show you guys on the layout right now. I've got the centerpiece off of Marantz curve again. I was just experimenting with some more painting, trying to get the colors right. That water feature has been a real roadblock for me, and I just haven't been super thrilled to work on it this last while. You can see I've actually got a piece of scrap there that I've been kind of working on, and then it's the only problem with doing photo backdrops is you have kind of a color you need to match, at least where the layout horizontal piece meets the vertical, and then you can kind of blend it out. So actually it looked like I'm doing okay down here. My last test piece doesn't look great, a little bit too much blue on there. But trying to find the balance between making it what I want it to look like, which is like the teal mountain runoff, but the day that I was actually there and took photos, it had more of that mauve-y kind of purplish tinge to it. So I guess one other kind of life update that's changed since the last layout update back in 2023, I think it was. I work with like full-size trains now. About a third of my time at work I spend with that. And not to make excuses, but I did hear guys that work for the railroad talk about, you know, you don't really feel like working with models after you spend the day kind of troubleshooting the real thing. And I can say that besides knowing like terminology and stuff like that, the model railroad does not apply to the real thing just because of the weight involved. That's one kind of thing that I've learned since I've been working with the real size trains. The heaviness and the weight of everything to do with the railroad doesn't really translate to the models, if that makes sense. So even though I've been kind of stuck on that water feature there and getting the paint color right, I have been making trees and actually started up here over Christmas and into January and February. Got quite a few done. So layout tree count, official tree count's now at 1,283. Still think I'm gonna need like 3,000. So long way to go. I did do a count on this middle piece. I don't know if I put it in one of the layout updates, it's been so long, but this piece alone has like 600 trees on it. And it's like, I don't know, 4x4 kind of foot square. So you do the math, that's a lot of trees. Alright, let's pop over to the other side of the layout. Go take a look at what's sitting outside the map station. Since I haven't been working on the layout, I've pretty much stopped ordering models altogether because I can't justify spending the money, especially with the cost of them now. If I'm not taking the time to work on a layout, I'm not going to buy any new models. With two exceptions, the last year and a half, the 2816 came in from Rapido. I figured that was a once in a lifetime kind of opportunity to get the modern day 2816, so I did get that. And the other thing that came in, this was quite a while ago, but the Rapido CN ballast cars. I've always been such a big fan of those old ballast, beat up ballast trains. I did get a few of those. I'll take a look at those quick. Won't spend a ton of time on it. I know a lot of people have showed it on YouTube. This thing is like super awesome. I've just been running it with this CN business car because it's like all I have. And that's a steam generator behind it, the Rapido one, just because that's literally the only maroon stuff I have. Maybe one day if they come out with some of the business cars, I'll get a few of those to pull behind this and make a little business train. Super cool model though, just really fun to run. The sound is great on it, and I have been running it a little bit down here just every once in a while. There's a look at these new Rapido ballast hoppers, super nice. They've got a detachable ballast load. Let's tip that over. Kind of neat. I think I would try to make my own though because it's so easy to make the foam insert type, and you could have a little bit of variety. Nice cars though. A few months ago I tried my hand at just some light modern weathering, so I chose this Walther's coil car. The reason I chose it because this was the first car, new car I bought when I got back into model railroading, like 2011. This was literally the first car I purchased, kind of the start of this whole layout. So I thought it'd be cool to choose this one to weather first, and using those Smokebox Graphics high-vis strips. Really simple, easy to use, and they actually reflect light, which is cool. One other layout related thing, this is actually workbench related, but I just want to show this because I'm so proud of it. This was a Left 4 Dead set of organizing shelves, and they're nice. They're like metal on the sides. They were throwing it out because it had a dent. It's got a dent, I think, this bottom corner here. And it was covered in, like, they put like stickers on each, these like paper stickers showing what was in each one. So it took me forever, but I used Goo Gone to strip those stickers off, and it turned out really nice. And I've gone and organized all my kind of hobby tool stuff, and I found stuff. I think everybody should go through this activity. I found stuff I didn't even know I had or I'd forgotten about, and now it's all in the right place. So I just have everything there. It's right below the workbench. You can see there's the workbench, and it's just quick and makes working on stuff really easy. And just a brief update on some other hobby stuff I've been doing. I mean, I showed some of it last time, but the Honda motorcycle thing, we've really been enjoying that as a family. I did a couple more of the pool ball helmets. I'll show some pictures here. I've got 2 more ready to go here. This black old snowmobile helmet that my uncle gave me, that's going to be the 8-ball helmet. And then I've got another one here. I'm thinking this is going to be purple solid 4. We'll see though. So get those painted up for this year. We actually put all the bikes in a parade last year. We had 17 bikes in the parade. So that was fun. Like having a good old time with some of the neighbors. I did finish the restoration on the CT90 last year, so that's a 1975. I mean, and that's the bike I ended up riding in the parade. And now I've got another one in the garage. Maybe we'll pop out there quick and just take a look at that. So this is this year's project. This one's in a lot better shape, so it's going to be a little bit easier, I hope. I don't have to do top end. And then this guy over here, this is the bike my son's going to ride this year because he's getting taller. It's crazy how tall he is. He pretty much outgrew that 50 in a couple of years. So got him the old school XR80. This is a 1982. This is the same bike my brother and I put like hundreds of miles on. It was my brother's kind of first real dirt bike. So it's cool that we have basically the same one now. So that's the status on the Honda fleet out at the farm. So that'll do it for the layout update, guys. Honestly, for the channel update, I don't know when the next video is going to be. I really have kind of lost interest in making these videos. They're so time consuming. I mean, anybody that is a YouTuber knows, like, shooting and editing a video, you're talking like, for me, it's usually about 4 hours to make a video. And just the way that YouTube's gone with the ads and stuff. I mean, when YouTube first came out in 2006, I was huge into it, just loved it, thought it was great. And then the ad stuff started rolling in, you know, the 2012, 2013, and at first I didn't have ads, and then it was like optional, and then it was like did monetize it, and you could choose to have the ads or not, and now you can't even, I don't even think you can not have ads. They put them on anyway, and there just seems to be so many. So I feel like I'm kind of working for YouTube, and that just takes the fun out of it. I mean, I made a model railroad channel, YouTube channel in the first place, was just to meet people in the area that also were kind of into rail fanning and model railroading, and kind of served its purpose there. But yeah, now I don't know, I just don't feel like doing the videos anymore. So I'm not going to close the channel down or anything, and I mean, the layout's not going anywhere. Kids are young and they're growing up right now, and I kind of had the realization that my kids aren't going to be here forever. The layout will be. Unfortunately, it probably means that you won't see many videos from this channel unless something changes, but for now I'm just going to spend time with my kids. And when I do feel like working on the layout, I'm not going to bother shooting it and editing a video. Appreciated all your guys' support over the years. You know, it really kind of inspired me to keep going with the subscribers and just the comments, and, you know, just in general talking about model railroading. We all have that shared hobby. So thanks for following along all the years. As always, thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you next time.